Before we start today's video, please create a riot in front of your state capitol and have everyone subscribe to GoldenShot on every building, car, road, and human in the area, as that will spread the good word of my channel. Also, the first 5 people who clicks the living shit out of that like button until it turns black will get a free Ferrari, any color of your choice. Now, we may begin. By the way, I'm not dead. I'm not fucking dead. I've just been upgrading some shit. Speaking of upgrades, let's talk about the reason why you clicked the video in the first place. So if you've been keeping up with me on Twitter, those who freaking follow me, you may know what I've been up to. Here, let me break it down for you. Go fucking follow me on Twitter, bitch. Then you will know the answers to everything in life. Link is in the description below. But on a serious note, let's just dive right into the upgrades. The first thing I upgraded to was the Xbox One X. I bought it on Amazon for $418 back in January 2019. So, this past couple months, it was on sale. There was a great deal going on Amazon. I was like, you know what? Why not? I don't have an Xbox One to begin with. It's the 4K latest version of the Xbox One. So why freaking not? So this is where it all begins. It got delivered. I fell in love with it. The 4K graphics it delivered was just, that shit was amazing. Dang. Woo! I mean, I felt like I was actually in the game, dog. Plus, it ran at near silent when playing these graphically demanding games in 4K. Gaming in 4K can really impact how you game. It can give you the upper hand in a gunfight in Call of Duty or whatever game you're playing. Going back to 1080p, it doesn't feel the same. Like, it feels like you are playing in ancient times. Speaking of that, I went back about a week later to my launch console of the PS4. Yes, I have the launch console of the PS4. And let me tell you, that really did feel like I was playing in ancient times. Like, I felt like I was playing in ancient Greece. Felt like ancient Greece technology. Now, don't get me wrong, their technology was great, and that's how technology kind of started. But it really felt like that. It felt like I was playing in 480p. It was just so bad. Plus, the damn thing was so loud. It sounded like I was living on a runway with 10 jets taking off all at freaking once, dog. Like, it was just freaking loud, dog. So I decided to upgrade to the Pro version. It was about time to begin with, I had launch consoles. 2019, what are you doing playing in games at 480p? Even though they say they're playing at 1080p, but it's really just 480p, dog. It got delivered, by the way, I ordered it off of Amazon because I buy everything off of Amazon. I set it up and I started playing. It was super quiet, unlike the launch console of the PS4, but it was not near silent like the X1X is. The graphics on the PS4 Pro were mind-blowing, they lived up to my expectations and they were just mind-blowing, dog. But then, this is where another issue arose. Okay, I could play no problem, right? But as soon as I plug in my capture card, which is the Elgato HD60S, I could not play in that 4K resolution, neither on the Xbox One X or the PS4 Pro. And that's because the Elgato HD60S is only capable of 1080p at 60 frames per second max. That's the max limit you can do. So I was like, okay, what could I do? Upgrade, right? I researched some 4K capture cards that are on the market right now, and Elgato recently came out with their own 4K capture card. It's cool and everything, but it's a PCIe Express card. My personal preference, I rather have an external card, because those are just way easier to deal with. You don't have to deal with a whole lot of stuff, driver stuff, and there's so much stuff with a PCIe card that you have to deal with. So I went with the AverMedia Live Gamer Ultra. This is a different company. This external card records in true 4K. Okay, so I got my capture card, came in, I set it up, I started testing it out, and it was hardware related issues. I have a laptop. I record my Elgato HD60 on my laptop, and my laptop is way more powerful than my desktop. The thing is, my laptop does not have a dedicated graphics card, and that's where issues became problematic. Frames were dropping, like, it was recording at like 10 frames per second. It was just really really bad. And my desktop, it is a very, very old desktop. It's an HP Pavilion, I don't know the model number, whatever. Anyways, it has an old Intel chipset, the Intel Core 2. That chipset is like super old. That's like from 2010. So this computer is like, what, 10 years old or something like that? And it does have a dedicated graphics card, but the graphics card is really old as well. The AverMedia Live Gamer Ultra needs a USB 3 port, and I only have USB 2 on my desktop. So I did the only thing I thought was necessary, right? I did another freaking upgrade. Let's go! Upgrading. I went on Amazon once again. I bought parts to build my own powerful PC, but in a budget range. I spent about $600 on parts for this new PC that I was going to build. The parts were delivered within a few days, and I started to build my PC. Got it all built, got everything set up on it. And after that, plugged in the capture card and started recording. Bam! It worked flawlessly. I was able to record 1440p at 60 frames per second, no problem at all. Why 1440p, you may ask? Because this capture card is only able to record in 4K 30 frames per second. But if you record at 1440p, it records at 60 frames per second. That's fine, I guess. You can only really tell slight differences between 4K and 2K. There's very, very subtle slight differences. It's not big differences at all. 4K is just a tad bit sharper and it looks a little more neater to the eye. So with that said, that's what I've been doing. That's what I've upgraded. Oh, one more thing. I've upgraded to a nice gaming chair. A nice chair that I can sit my booty on, you know, because you're sitting, right, when you're gaming, right? Unless you're weird and you're standing. I mean, you can stand while you're gaming. That's totally up to you. But typically you're sitting down, right? And you want to sit your booty down in a nice comfortable seat, right? Because otherwise you're uncomfortable and you don't want to sit too long and then you can't even game at that point. You can't do anything. So I bought a really nice, comfortable chair for my booty. You probably heard of this brand. It's the OP seat. They're really, really good, and I definitely recommend it. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up, but before I do, back in January when I got the Xbox One X, I recorded a couple videos, and I'm currently editing one, and I don't know if I really want to put it out because it's not that true 4K quality, because the Elgato doesn't really capture that quality. I don't know if I really want to put it out. I'm not too sure yet. Anyways, I'm GoldenShot, and I'm signing off. I'll see you in the very next one.